in my opinion, these are the top 5 best wrestlers currently in the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here, and welcome back to a top 5 video. So I'm gonna start doing top 5 videos again. I just want to have like a variety of kind. I don't want it to be news. Because I want to be known as the guy who does WWE videos, who does cool WWE videos. I don't want to be known as the guy who you go to like, yes, I appreciate you guys supporting the news episodes. Do not get me wrong. Like, I'm so grateful. But at the same time, I want to have other content. I want you guys to enjoy stuff because like, news is just something that's quickly put together. It's not necessarily something I'm proud of. And I'm not saying this video is something I'm necessarily proud of either, but just like the other videos. So like the skits and like the filmmaking stuff and like the story stuff and the stuff that requires like a vlog, stuff like that. That's the stuff I'm proud of, and I just want to have like a variety of stuff here. That's just what I want to say. But I'm not going to talk too much at the beginning, but I just want to say this video is my opinion. You might not necessarily agree with everyone on my list, but this is my list. It's not your list. You are more than welcome to leave your list down below, and we can have a discussion about these wrestlers. But anyway, if for some reason a wrestler from the WWE makes their way over to this video, I just want to say, if you're not on this list, please don't get upset. If you're in the WWE, you are a phenomenal wrestler. You are incredible, and you are absolutely wonderful. I mean, you could be a great wrestler, and like I said in the last video, you could be a great wrestler and not be used right, and you could be used, like, you could technically, like, I don't want to say technically, like some people refer to you as a jobber, right? But you could be like an amazing wrestler. All you have to do is just be given the chance to show what you've got. But anyway, they're all great wrestlers. So this list is not just based on pure wrestling talent. It's based on like talent. It's based on character. And I guess most of the people on here would have having to have it. What am I trying to say here? You had to have been given a chance to prove what you got to be on this list, because you have to kind of like show what you got to be like, oh, that guy is an amazing wrestler. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I have a top 5 list right here, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So number 5, I am giving number 5 to Mr. Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre, does anyone remember when Drew McIntyre was in 3MB? No? Just me? It's just really, really funny to just see how, like, amazingly, like, just how amazing it is. Like, he's changed so much. Like, if we remember when he first came in, it was like the chosen one, and that was a whole thing. And then they didn't really do too much with that, and they just kind of just like faded away, and then he was just like not used, and then 3MB came along, he was in 3MB, and then everything just kind of went to crap, and he ended up actually getting released from the WWE. So he went out on his own and working with like independent wrestling promotions and just going out on his own, doing his own thing, working on his character, working on his wrestling, and just becoming freaking amazing to what we see now. And it's just like, look at the Drew McIntyre from back then, and look at the Drew McIntyre now. Holy crap, that's a huge change. And this guy is just like so believable, and he's the Scottish psychopath, and it's just amazing, and I'm loving every second of it. So number 5 is going to Mr. Drew McIntyre. Number 4, some of you might like, I don't want to say you're gonna go laugh or whatever, because I think we're all in agreement he's a good wrestler here. It's just he's not like used or whatever. But I just want to say number 4. And if I could, I really believe he deserves like number 1 almost. But number 4, yes, it's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. So basically, Dolph Ziggler is not used correctly, and this is something that fans have been complaining about for a long time. Ziggler, like, he has been giving a chance here and there, and we can see what he can freaking do. Like, the dude is phenomenal in the ring. He's phenomenal on the microphone. Like, he can cut a promo so good, and just like, he's just an amazing wrestler. Like, you should be in the main event. Like, you should be in the main event. Like, heel Ziggler, like when Ziggler was heel, and it was just like so amazing. And I just have such like, just like when I think of a great wrestler, great promo, someone who can like cut a great promo and at the same time have a phenomenal match, it's like Dolph Ziggler. Like Dolph Ziggler, the heel Dolph Ziggler was the best Dolph Ziggler in my opinion, and it's just like, he's a phenomenal wrestler. Yes, he's not used. Sometimes he's used as a jobber, unfortunately, and a jobber is kind of a term or a role where you are basically used to make other people look good. So you're basically losing, and you're just getting the crap beat out of you, and you're not getting too much payoff, but you might get a little title here or there. But in my opinion, like, he deserves to be in the main event. He deserves these titles, like, well, I guess not this one anymore, since this one doesn't really exist in wrestling anymore, but he deserves this title, and I need to get the Universal title, and he would deserve that one too. But just like, Dolph Ziggler is so amazing. Like, it's just, you gotta go back and watch like the heel stuff. I'm trying to think of a year, probably like 2013, 2012, 2013, maybe 2014. It's just amazing. I really wish they would give him a better spot. Right now, he's on a hiatus from the WWE, actually. He's doing his comedy tour and stuff, and he's doing great in that. But I'm just saying, like, he is like if we're doing the term sports entertainer, where you have to be a great wrestler, and at the same time you have to be good on the microphone, good at talking smack, good at just being on TV and stuff. He does it all well, and I think Dolph Ziggler is one of the best wrestlers in the entire world, and he's number 4 on my list of the best current wrestlers in the WWE. Number three is the man, Seth freaking Rollins. If you've been a channel for the, if you've been a fan of this channel for a while, you remember when I just used to go full on Mark mode for Rollins, like. I tried to do that just now and I haven't done it in so long. He's the man! He's Seth freaking Rollins! He's the best! Just like, that's how I used to be here on the channel, but Rollins is a special individual to say the least, but as an actual wrestler, we're not looking at him as a person or whatever. Seth Rollins is a great wrestler. He's good on the microphone. He's the best as a heel, just this, like, he's had this babyface run for a very long time, right? He hasn't been heel in a while. And it just hasn't felt right to me. Like, I was the biggest fan of Rollins when he was a heel, and ever since he, like, turned babyface, like, yes, I still, like, oh, you're a great wrestler, you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, but at the same time, as for character-wise, like, I just can't get into it. I can't, like, sink my teeth into his character anymore. I just, like, come on, I need some kind of, like, bite, just something, like, heel Rollins is, like, the best, and I really, really hope they go back to that soon. I really hope he's not gonna be stuck in a babyface role for, like, his career, like Cena has basically been stuck in, because he's for the kids or whatever. And I know Roman Reigns is probably always gonna be stuck in that babyface role, and he's not gonna be stuck, I mean, he's not gonna be able to go over to heel or anything. But as for Rollins, I think, turn him heel, leave him heel. Like, some people are just better as heels, and that's just my opinion. Like, Kevin Owens, he's kind of a babyface now, and it feels weird as hell. Please turn him heel. Rollins, keep him heel. Just like, some people can go both ways, like Daniel Bryan, he can go like both ways. Like, heel, absolutely phenomenal right now. Babyface, incredible. But just Rollins doesn't really work too well. But anyway, as for Rollins, actual wrestling, phenomenal wrestler. Obviously, like, most of the people on this list were wrestlers before the WWE. They've been to like a million different promotions, independent promotions. They've been signed to other places like Ring of Honor. I'm not saying Rollins in specific. I'm just saying in general, most of the great wrestlers in the WWE that we talk about, they've been wrestling for a very long time, and that's why they're so great. Like, they've been in New Japan, they've been in Ring of Honor, maybe they did some time in Impact when Impact was still good, or, you know, all kinds of other promotions. I mean, there's a million things out there. But anyway, Seth Rollins, amazing wrestler, and he is my number 3. Number two is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So, the thing about AJ, okay, I'm just being honest here. Like, here on YouTube, I don't think I ever have, but if I have before, I'm not anymore. I'm not having, like, some kind of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I guess. It's just straight on with me. I'm not, like, to get it straight on and like, the truth about everything. So AJ Styles, honestly, I didn't know where the hell to put him on the list, because I knew, like, AJ, yes, he's a phenomenal wrestler, yes, he belongs on the list, but at the same time, AJ's Styles is, I feel like WWE's kind of, like, diminished him a little bit. And he's not, like, as good as when he first came in the WWE. Remember when he first came in the WWE? Royal Rumble, I was there, right? I was like, I remember what row I was. I was like row 4 or 5 or something. I was on the floor. It was very close. AJ's music hit. I didn't know a lot about AJ, honestly, because I wasn't, like, I was a WWE fan. I'm mostly a WWE fan. I didn't go too much outside, which is a mistake, really. If you're a WWE fan, you should look at other promotions and see what's happening out there. So when these new signings do come up and these people just show up on your TV, you know who the hell they are, really. But anyway, he was just, like, phenomenal. Everyone was, like, dropping dead and, like, bowing down to him when he, like, debuted, and he was great, and then he kept working. He's in the title picture, and then it kept working. And then he just got in these weird feuds where they lasted months, and everyone's chanting, "This is boring," and then he got in, I don't know, something's just weird now. It's just, like, this, I don't know, like, I love AJ, like, don't get me wrong, and I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. It's just there's something wrong they're doing with his character or the story there or something. It's just not feeling the same. But he's number 2 because he is a phenomenal wrestler. I just believe something interesting needs to happen to AJ. If it be, I think a heel turn would probably fix my feeling on this, and I know I might be the only one in the world feeling like this, but I just feel like AJ's character or whatever, it's just kind of getting, like I don't want to say old and stale or whatever, because I don't want to insult him, but at the same time, I just feel like a change needs to happen. Something new needs to happen. Like, AJ Styles, he was, like, a wrestler a long time. Like, this isn't, like, a long time. Like, the majority of his life, he's been a wrestler outside of the WWE. He's wrestled for basically every company on the planet, every company that matters on the planet at least. He's New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, you name it. He's been there and he's wrestled there and he's done a phenomenal job at all the companies. Now he's in WWE and everything, and WWE's a bit different because it's more, I guess, focused. I'm not saying other companies don't have stories and stuff, but other companies might not have like as detailed stuff, and you're like in front of a camera talking every week, and it's not really, I wouldn't say wrestling's really focused around, like, not wrestling, WWE's not really focused around just solely like wrestling. Let's have a match, it's a wrestling match. Actually, can't even say the word wrestling in WWE anymore because that's not allowed. So yeah, anyway, AJ Styles, I think he's the second best current wrestler in the WWE, but I do think he does need like a heel turn just to kind of spice things up a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Number one, in my opinion, and I know not everyone's going to agree here, the best current wrestler in the WWE. And I do want to say, this list, if you can't tell already, this is just a men's list. In the next, I guess next week I'm going to do a top 5 best women's wrestlers in WWE, but this is just for the men, right? So number one, who I believe is the best wrestler in the WWE, not just wrestling, character-wise, story, everything. Number one goes to Mr. Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan is heel now, and it's incredible. Like, I didn't think I would want him to turn heel. I'm like, he had to retire, right? Because his like, just he got injured so many times, and his brain, he wasn't like passing tests, and he's just like, guys, I'm gonna have to retire because I don't want like to end up like other people who have just said, I'm not retiring, and then now look at them, look where they're at. But he took some time off, he did retire, he was a SmackDown general manager and all that, so he was still on TV, but he just wasn't wrestling, and he just didn't give up the dream. He's like, I want to be a wrestler, but I want to be cleared, I want to make sure it's safe, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to be a wrestler, And even when he wasn't cleared, like WWE, for safety reasons, they just like didn't want him in the ring. They're like, and he's like, when my contract's up, I'm leaving WWE, I'm going to Ring of Honor, so I'm wrestling no matter what. So I suggest you let me wrestle here. So he just like never gave up and kept getting tested and kept getting tested and kept getting tested. And then finally, Daniel Bryan got cleared and was able to come out of retirement. And Daniel Bryan, it's just crazy, the flip. Like, look at wrestling. Echo! Oh God, you scared the hell out of me, Shelly. Oh God. Okay, so look at the WrestleMania 30 Bryan, the yes, and then the baby face, and now look at him. It's just like a total flip, and it's like, this is just, like, he's just so like, it's just so crazy how he's just like amazing as a babyface, amazing as a heel, amazing out of everything. And that's just talking character-wise. As a wrestling, Daniel Bryan is, I would say, if not number one, he is one of the best wrestlers in the entire world right now. Like, Daniel Bryan is just on top, and he's been wrestling a very long time. He wrestled a long time before WWE. He has a lot of experience, and it's just like the stuff he does in the ring, and he's done in the ring, and he's gonna come up with new stuff to do in the ring. It's just like amazing, and I'm excited every time one of his matches comes on. But in my opinion, that is the 5 best current wrestlers in WWE on the men's side. I know not everyone will agree here, and that's why the comment section is down there. So go down there and leave me some comments, and I will try to reply to some of you guys. Well, I'm probably going to reply to all of you guys, but just leave some comments down there and we can have a little discussion. So there you guys have it. That is this top 5. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Remember, it is absolutely free to do all of those things. Something else I do want to promote, a few other things. I have a Cameo. If you don't know what Cameo is, basically, you can get a personalized video from me. You can make me say whatever you want. It's like a little like text-to-speech thingy, I guess. Or, I mean, you don't have to tell me, like, you don't have to send me a script. Just say, can you wish happy birthday to this person? Or wish happy birthday to me? Or give my channel a shout out or something. Just Cameo. It's cool. I'll leave a link down below. Also, I'm partners with SeatGeek. SeatGeek, you can use code HODGE to save, I think it's 20 bucks off your first order. And all that cool stuff. Help support the channel with both of those things. Yeah, I guess I'll shut up and let you guys continue with your day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.